Hi, welcome back. I'm so glad you could join me here today. Today we'll be doing a nice little interesting painting. I always say that, but hopefully today's interesting. Let me run the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with me. While they're doing that, let me tell you what I got done up here on my canvas. On my regular pre-stretch double prime canvas, it's a 16 by 20 inch canvas. I have it on landscape mode, and I added a thin layer of the liquid white. Rather than that, it's slick, it's wet, it's ready to go. I thought today we could do somewhere like in the forest where you're probably in like a camp scene or something like that. I'm not 100% sure all the details about it, but I just know I want kind of like a cabin and stuff going on. So let me just go straight into the painting. Let me load my brush with a little bit of phthalo blue in there. Just tap both sides of your bristles. And let's come up here. Let's let's make a crazy sky. Just nice and loose strokes. Don't really care much on how my strokes come out. Just you can close your eyes almost for this. If you're painting indoors, don't close your eyes because then you're gonna paint some of your furniture. I don't want that. Then you guys will be mad with me. Let me grab a little Prussian blue. Just a little bit. And just darken up those corners a bit. Just a little. There. And just do crisscross strokes and go across. Now, I think in today's painting, there's gonna be water. We can always cover it up if we choose not to have water, but it just makes it 10 times easier to put the basic color just in case. Just in case. Better be safe than sorry. So just pulling from the outside in. There we are. And just go across, blend that out. Very simple. Now, let me go ahead. Let's go ahead with the flat brush. I'm going to go straight into titanium white. Titanium white is a nice, strong color. Let's go up here and just scrub in a basic cloud. I know this might look weird at first, but you kind of just trust the process and then see what you end up with. There, something like so. Let me blend the base of it. I'm still gonna use the brush I used for my sky. Just using the top corner of your brush and blend the base of the cloud. You don't want to blend the top part of your cloud, only the base. Lift upwards very lightly and just go across. It just blends out in the middle of the sky. Very simple, very effective. Now, let me go ahead. I'm gonna take my brush through some mountain mixture. Just good old mountain mixture. And some sap green. And a little touch of phthalo green. Both greens. And black. Maybe a little touch of crimson just to dull it down a bit. So it won't get too vibrant on us. And let me just just blocking in distant trees. You know how Bob would always say you have to tap. Just grab the flat brush and scrub it. Then you can kind of just slide down ever so lightly. Then pull that paint with your 2-inch. There. Pull that paint and lift up ever so lightly. There. There we are. Now, let's make another layer of trees. So I'm going to add in a little more phthalo green and a little touch more of black just to make it stand out in front of that one. And just towards the base of that one. Creates layers. There. I also have to decide where my cabin would go. Ooh, I just thought how I want a big rock. I haven't even put in the land and I'm already thinking that I want a big rock. Pull down. Just pull that paint down. Because of that liquid white underneath, it allows you to pull and move that paint around. There. And just shoo, very lightly. Very, very lightly. Does not take much pressure. Let me go ahead. Let me add to that same color a little more mountain mixture. I want it pretty dark, but also have that hint of green. Let's come up here. As of now, I'm saying as of now because I could cover it up later. As of now, I think we have some land like so. And all I'm going to do is just scrub that paint. Scrub that paint right into the fabric of your canvas. Loose strokes, don't care. It's just the base color for some land. I'm gonna grab my 2-inch and just smoothen out my brush strokes a bit. Just smooth them out. You don't have to, but for me visually. Okay. I'm gonna grab my 2.5-inch Bill Alexander, a little bit of sap green on that brush, and take it through cadmium yellow. Just loading up my brush full with paint. Let's come up here. That covers all the lighting. Just tap, 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 tap. There. Maybe a little touch of phthalo green. That little touch is good enough. It'll change your color. There. That looks nice. I always think with painting, it's always good to never be 100% content with your paintings, because when you get all satisfied and content, that's when you stop improving. You have to always say, oh, I'm glad where I'm at, but I want to improve, or something like that. You gotta think like that to be able to improve and become better. That's in general. Just getting a little bit of sap green and alizarin crimson on my flat brush. Just mixing out my brush. And a little touch of white. Just like so. A little more white. I know you guys can't see it, I'm sorry. Look how my brush is loaded. I can't get it to focus. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So, I'm going to come up here and just add in a few little indications of that light spot of dirt. Very loose handling. I think this is the loosest strokes I've done in a while. So just mixing up more brown, getting it to a darker shade so I can contrast. So just mixing up red and green and adding a little bit of black to kind of dull it down a bit. But you gotta be careful how much black you use. You don't want to use too much. There. It would get darker over here. There we are. There we go. And just load up my brush and just staple on a few little grass outgrowing. Now, for the in-between, for the reflections, I'm gonna go in between my dark valleys and my highlights. Just somewhere in between, really. Just pulling down. I'm gonna grab my 2-inch brush, pull down very lightly, and go across. And I just gotta fix up my grass a bit. That's no biggie. There. There we are. Okay, now let's go ahead. We'll grab a little bit of mountain mixture and also 50-50 mountain mixture and sap green. Just mixing it up. I'm gonna use a flat brush today. You guys can use a fan brush, a 1-inch brush, a 2-inch, but we're gonna be creating evergreen trees. I think maybe shoom. Let's add another one. Maybe shoom. And maybe there's one right here slanted. Boom. Maybe in front of both of those. There's another one. And just tap out that little or that big, depending how you did it, how tall you did that line. But just tap out that tree. I believe in you. You can do it. The first thing you have to worry about is having the confidence. And even when you don't have the confidence, have confidence in not having confidence. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Because no one's going to believe in yourself more than you do in yourself. If that makes sense. Someone's not going to care more for you than yourself. So you have to prioritize yourself and trust yourself. Maybe it might not come out good the first time, but hey, you tried it and you're gonna keep working on it. And it's with life, not just painting. I try to um, mix in uh, painting things with life. It's like you gotta be good and bad. There's good and bad for everything. There. It's not that hard. It's just using the corner of the brush. And that might scare some people, but I'm here to tell you it's not that hard, and I believe in you. I believe in you. There. So I know I haven't done that one. I'm gonna get to that one in a second. Just trust the process. I'm just gonna highlight the first three first. Uh, right here. Needs a little bit of liquid white. There. Let's come up here. There we are. Ever so lightly. Reload your brush. Don't be scared to do so. There. Boop, boop, boop. Maybe a squirrel lives in there. There. There we are. And it just blends into nothing really. The most important part is the top. It's like in life. Everyone sees the top part but never sees the bottom. You might ask what I mean by that. No one sees all the hard work one puts in, but they see all the success you get from it. They think it's an overnight thing. It's whatever. Okay, let me clean off my brush a bit. Now, the reason why I didn't do the one over there was because I wanted to add in more black to my color so I can stand out even more. Basically, pure black. Well, not pure black, but feels that way. There. There we are. Constantly reloading so my color stays pretty dark. There. And let me go ahead and let me put the rock I was talking about earlier. Just little little things going on here. I don't care if I mess the bottom up a bit. We can fix it. We can fix it. There's no such thing we cannot fix. There. Just highlight these trees. Let me add in a little more phthalo green just to make it pop out. Maybe a touch of um, phthalo blue as well. There. Ever so lightly. Okay. Now, let me wipe my brush and go into my brown. If you have a little green residue on your brush, just add in red. It'll help with that brown you pollute. And just load up my brush real good. Let me add in a little touch of liquid white so it can stick on better. Just come up here, light would hit it like around there. Around there. We don't get too specific. This isn't hyper realism. Although I do want to study that, practice that, where you can go out in public and it blends in with what you painted. I think that'd be super cool. There. Let me grab a little bit of white and just a few little spots. I'm going to blend it out. There. Okay. Some black. You're probably saying you use black for the base color. Oh yeah, but this would be more darker because you're putting black on black. The first one gets a little polluted, second one less polluted because the color underneath is dark. I say stuff, I don't know if they make sense to you guys at times. I just start talking, start blabbing. There. Okay. Let me fix up my grass right around there. And let's go into mountain mixture. Maybe over here. Maybe just a little indication. Maybe of a cabin. There we are. And just fill it in. There. Fill this one in. Fill in all the corners, basically. Let's make this one stand out. Just like that. Just by peeking that part out. Like if it's playing peekaboo. A little bit of white to my brown. Just lighten it up. Okay. And just shoom. Shoom. Ever so gently. There we are. And we can let this side kind of blend out. Don't put too much pressure because then the color will blend in. It just gets darker. Okay. A little bit of white just to kind of act like an extra highlight. Sure. Let's put in a door. There we are. Just a subtle indication. I like that the door kind of blend in. And maybe there belongs a step. There. Just load up my brush and fire away. Okay. Let me fix up my grass a bit. There. And maybe there's a little chimney for when winter starts to come. I'm gonna add a little bit of white just to highlight it. There. And let's do one final thing. Let's put in, or hold on. Load one side with light color, one side with dark. Dark side faces down, light side faces up. Okay? There. Let me grab a little bit of titanium white on my palette knife. And just add in a few little water lines. I know I said that was the last thing, but I can't help myself. I'm gonna grab a little bit of paint thinner that I have to the side and going into my black. Maybe you see a stick come out. Just a little branch, a little stick. And maybe you see a couple little birds just flying through there. Okay. Well, I really hope you enjoy this painting. Try this painting out. From all of us here, I'd like to wish each and every one of you the best of luck. If you try this painting out, send me an email. Yeah, until the next video, take care, my friends, and good luck.